You're a good person. It's important that I tell you that. This entire podcast is built around an acronym that I made for the word yield. It stands for Yes, I Envision Love Demonstrated. This acronym has helped me a ton in my work, school life, and in pursuing my passions and being able to help other people, as well as growing my habits and becoming a better person. My biggest hope is that this podcast will help you to treat the opportunities and the people in your life differently. Learn to yield today, and it'll be a better tomorrow. What's up, everybody? This is Dallin, Candland. We are back with Yield Today, episode number 21. Mini wins turn into big wins. It's really easy for me to look back at my life and some of my biggest accomplishments and to be like, oh yeah, that was such a big accomplishment and we just got there and that was such a great day and such a great moment. But really, there were tons of little aha moments and I can keep going moments and, people believing in me moments that helped me to get to that big moment. So there's a ton of moments leading up to that big moment. Reason that I bring this up now is I'm experiencing a ton of those little moments right now. You see, I had surgery last Friday and I've been on the rebound hardcore since then. I had a lot of painkillers on Friday and Saturday and Sunday, but after breakfast today, I didn't really have too many, so I'm definitely recovering. I'm so thankful for my mom and for my other family members who've been so kind to me and helping me to rebound from this experience. I'm also super thankful for the big change in mindset and just a big reminder, a humbling lesson that this experience has given me. Just that making a ton of progress in one day is super satisfying. That can look like anything to anyone, a ton of progress, and so you have to be willing to be okay with where you're at and define what that ton of progress is at the time. Right now, for me, that's like doing this is a ton of progress because on Friday, I could not have imagined of doing a podcast, but here I am and I'm getting it done. And I hope that this episode will give you some value. The thing is, there's so many things in our life and we think that we're defined by that moment, but no, we're defined by what we do from that moment on. One of my favorite experiences that keeps coming to mind that isn't my own, I read in a book, The Magic of Thinking Big, I think it was, and there's these two guys, World War II, I think time, and they were walking home and they were walking through this camp and they knew that they had enough rations. They could make it a couple days. What they didn't like the idea of was walking because their feet were in pain and, they're in war and just, we don't know what was going on. But there's a lot going on in their heads and mental game is so important. And they're like, okay, so it's like 25 miles away. There's no way we can do that. Our feet are already sore. They're telling themselves all these things. There's no way we can possibly do this. But we can get over that hill. We can walk 1 mile. We can do that one thing. And so they do that one thing and they're like, wow, you know what? Maybe I can go one more, but just one more, and that is it. And miraculously, they just kept telling themselves this over and over and over again as they continued to walk up and down those hills with their super wounded feet. They were able to walk the whole 25 miles or so. They made it. This is exactly how I feel right now. Saturday was extremely humbling and amazing at the same time. I had time to do whatever I wanted to do, and I couldn't really do any of it. I had so much desire to work on my book or whatever, and I couldn't do it. I was in too much pain and was focused so much on the pain. But I could work on my Evernote. I could write a post on Instagram. I could plan out this episode a little bit. All these things, and they came little bits at a time. And sooner or later, I don't know where this is going to bring me, but I know it's going to bring me somewhere good. This experience has taught me so much, and the doctors have said I should be good in a couple of weeks, but I hope that this mindset never leaves me. That every single day there can be a win, like a real win that you can be excited about. That's what it is for me today. Every single day
it's going to be exciting because I'm already know I'm going to progress in some way because I'm already doing so good. And I wish I felt this way about my normal life, before I had this surgery. I had a similar experience on my mission where it was too painful to face the entirety of what I was going to have to face in one moment, and dreading all of that. That was too painful. But I could face the next day. I could love the people, even though I had this big gash on my arm from a bike wreck. I could walk one more step. I could talk to one more person. I could do one more thing. And that's my little invitation for you guys today with this mini episode. Just go and do one thing. Make the smallest improvement, and it will really help you a lot. It'll be a lot easier to believe in those big dreams of yours tomorrow if you take just a little bit of action on them today. If you have any cool experiences doing this challenge, let me know on Instagram at DreamChaserDallin or at Yield Today with Dallin podcast. I'd love to hear about it. I'm thankful for this lesson I've learned, and I just want to invite you guys to do that. And thank you as always for listening to the podcast. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next Monday. And don't forget to yield today, and it will be a better tomorrow.